Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, welcome to a special episode of 94 Feet Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Air hands and bang, bang, bang. It's a very special episode today. I am geeked. More geeked than you are used to. You should be. Shake that off. Because this is a very special episode. If you are a follower of the 94 Feet Podcast, you know we just recorded one episode, USA Scrubs. And today, unless you live under a rock, you know what happened. It's Dame time in Cream City. Okay? Dame time in Cream City.
I just you don't get no introduction first before you get the.
I'm Isaiah Moore, and these are 94 Feet.
These are the 94 Feet Temptations.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations. That's what you just did. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead,
This
man.
your boy Big Zeke. I'm here with my brother Dre.
What's good, everybody, on this Friday night? Dame time in Cream City, baby.
I'm also here with my boy Kesey.
What's good, good people? Y'all know what time it is.
And leave it up to them.
It's Dame time.
And leave it up to them to ruin my introduction. Thank you very much.
Let you talk for 2 minutes.
No.
Shut
Thank
up.
you for ruining my introduction.
Oh,
I
boy.
appreciate it.
Now we got to do this monotone.
Anyways,
Yes.
like I was saying before, Dame time in Cream City is here. This is a very special episode. So I'm just gonna go right in. We're gonna go right in. A 3-team trade happened on Wednesday between the Milwaukee Bucks, the Phoenix Suns, and the Portland Trailblazers. It goes as the Phoenix Suns, they get Jerkovic Nuke? They get this big white dude, a center. Let's just
No, you better learn that man name because he is an impact player.
So I will not learn his name.
Casey, say his name, bro.
He will not be making an impact.
Who won't be making it?
Who won't?
We'll get into it, but he won't not be making an impact.
Great.
Okay, let's just cut the crap here. Grayson Allen, Nassar Little, and Keenan Johnson. Whatever. The Portland Trailblazers have Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, the 2029 Milwaukee first round pick, the 2028, and the 2030 first round swap rights with Milwaukee. And Milwaukee is getting Dame Time Lillard. Now, first thoughts. Like, where were you? What were you doing when a news feed came across your phone? I'll start with Trey.
You know what's crazy, man, is I'm gonna follow your script. I won't give opinions, but you said first thought. Where was I?
First thought.
I was actually sitting on a panel for a local organization here of executives.
Go. Okay.
I was sitting on a panel, and so I had both of my phones on my lap.
Okay.
And my phones are blowing up from multiple sports chats, including ours.
Hold on, so real quick. It's not dinging though, is it?
No, I had them on vibrate.
Okay,
but you know, I'm not focusing though. I'm not focusing. So it's 2 of us. So I'm in the middle of my speech, like, yeah, you know, the way you engage donors, and I keep looking down, and I'm like, and so because I was looking noticeable, I put my phones back behind me. As soon as we got a break, I said, any sports fans in the room? And everybody's like, yeah. I said, we got Dame Lillard, and everybody was like, what? So I was literally sitting in a room at an executive luncheon as a panelist, paying attention to my phones, and was just lost all focus. So that's where I was at when that went down. At first, I didn't know it was real, but I saw the Woj and the blue check in the column, and I said, oh, this is as real gets.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Kesey.
So I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Okay.
But
without giving out too much.
I mean, I didn't incriminate myself. I mean, I'm a salary employee.
I'm just saying me.
Guys,
I'm talking about myself.
Okay.
I was sitting at my desk,
Mm-hmm.
and I just so happened to pick my phone up. You know, I'm like, you know, sometimes I like to listen to music. So before I can click on the music, I see an alert. from the
Who was it?
sports thing.
Sports centers. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is this? And I see Dame and I see Bucks. I'm like, here goes another one of these false things. And something just said, click it anyway. And I click it. And it says, per Woj, Dame Lillard has been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. And all I could do is just get up out my seat
Quietly.
And I walked. I was like, you know what? If I could have had a cold one, I would have. But you know what I went and got?
A water.
A Sprite.
Oh, okay.
A water. I'm trying to load to the page. A water. Just the water, Keith.
Just the water. That's good, man. That's good. Me, on the other hand, I was in the middle of actually something important. I'm walking down the hallway. I'm looking at him. It came across. I have an iWatch, so it kind of but my wrist buzz. I'm like, what is this? What the? I'm like, like you, Keith. I'm like, nah, this is fake. This is just speculation. We just recorded. This is not gonna happen. And I looked again. I was like, what? And I seen the Woj. And I'm like, no. Now my first initial thought was, did we get Dame without giving up nothing? And then I got into more details. And I see what we had to give up. I had to battle with it for like 10 seconds. I was like,
my first thought was, I know they didn't give up Giannis. I swear I thought that.
Did you?
Just thinking they traded because I didn't see the details.
It didn't. It just came across Dame to Milwaukee.
It didn't give no details.
It didn't give no details. It's just Dame to Milwaukee. I'm like,
they were softening the blow for us because we got happy, but when we kept reading, it went from yes to dang. Not gonna lie.
For me, for about 8 seconds.
No.
And I only say that because I like Drew.
I like Drew.
Drew is a real one.
He is.
I like Drew. He does a lot for the community of Milwaukee. Drew, we appreciate everything you've done for our community.
True.
You and your family. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did, man, and being a part of this culture and helping us get our first ring in 30 years. Mm-hmm. We appreciate
50.
it, man.
50.
Was it 50?
It's been 50.
50 years. We appreciate you, man.
So actually,
you always got a home here in Milwaukee.
Exactly. Let's have a moment of silence for Drew.
He ain't dead.
I'm just still. Let's just have a. Can you you know what to play?
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay.
No, we're not doing that.
What? That's the truth.
He ain't dead.
That's the truth. He's not.
True.
Oh, he's not passed away, but
this ain't true. Yep. Here we go.
Because at the end of the day, he's not dead, but we ain't burning jerseys.
Right.
But it's sad, and so
yep.
It's one of them things where you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. But I kept reading, and I was just like, I wasn't sure. Because no one released all the details. For a while, it just kept saying Dame to Milwaukee, and it didn't say anything.
I'd say about 20 minutes.
We love you, Drew.
21.
We love you, man.
I'm gonna miss you, dog.
All right. It's 10 seconds. It's over.
We got a more. We got a more and a little more.
Championship.
Man. We got a championship and lost the best two-way guard in the league.
He just literally said, "I want to be a Buck for the rest of my career." All right.
So
there's only one problem with that statement, though.
What? He said he want to be a Bucks forever
for the rest of his career, right?
Yeah. So you should retire. You should retire, Drew. Low key. I'm gonna put it out there. You should retire. Anyways, now after the initial shock, and going into the real once you got the details, like I just kind of ran over the details But once you got the details, what was to you, Kesey, who were the winners and losers of this trade? Like from Phoenix, the Bucks, who were the winner and who were the losers to you?
I think it's a win-win situation for everybody because
but there has to be a loser. Somebody lost.
I don't think anybody.
You don't think nobody lost in this trade?
If anybody lost to me, the most that lost is probably Phoenix.
I think it's Milwaukee.
We're gonna get to that hot take in a second. Go ahead, keep going.
And the only reason I say that is because you lose a young big, and Ayton is no scrub, by no means.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's gonna think the Bucks lost something, but we gained way more than we lost.
That's true. I get
when it comes all down to it, because the Bucks made some other acquisitions.
Did they?
Wait, what you mean?
Over the summer.
Over the summer.
I'm like,
well,
that's going to help put this line up together. And I'm looking. It gives Dame a chance to prove himself that he's really not that weak of a defender like everyone think he is, and he's a stud.
Yeah.
We gave up 12 for 32. And that's where we struggled at, getting them points when we needed them.
Well, let me just go over this.
We couldn't get a bucket to save our life.
Real quick.
In that Miami series.
Interesting but true fact.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday's shooting percentage and 3-point shooting percentage was higher than Dame's last season.
The season?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Somebody was.
They posted it. They posted it on the. Dame was like 36.
Mm-hmm.
Drew was like 39. The numbers are maybe a little skew.
He doesn't shoot that much.
He doesn't. But to go ahead, you finish it, then I'll jump in.
No, I was just gonna say that I was gonna go over these three teams' potential rosters going into the season. These are potential rosters going into the season. But to stay on topic, Dre, who do you think were like you said the Bucks were the losers.
So
ahead.
Here's the thing.
I want you to emphasize on that.
If there's think about a class with a curve, right?
Okay.
And a paper. You, me, and Kesey are in the same class. We all did great work on this paper.
Okay. Group project.
Not a group project. 3 separate projects.
Okay, 3 separate projects.
3 separate projects, 3 separate teams.
Okay.
We all did great work.
Okay.
But there can only be 1 A+.
Okay.
So Kesey got the A+.
Mm-hmm.
You got the A.
Mm-hmm.
I got the A-.
Mm-hmm.
So in this circle, the A- got the lowest grade.
Yes.
While the Bucks didn't lose this trade, we lost it in a sense of we got the least. And that doesn't mean it's a bad trade, but we lost this trade. One of you said it has to be a winner and a loser. I don't know who said it.
I did.
And it has to be the Milwaukee Bucks. Simply because, but here's the thing, it's a losing with an A-, right? Whereas Phoenix, it's an A. Portland is an A+, because here's why. Here's why Portland gets the A+. Portland not only got the best two-way guard in the game in Drew Holiday,
Mm-hmm.
they have 3 of our future first-round picks.
Swaps.
No, 2029 is a first-round draft pick.
And the other 2 are swap picks.
They're
First-round pick swaps.
They're swaps.
Yeah, not the 2030 is, but not the 2029.
But
2028.
2028.
How soon do you think that the Portland Trailblazers are going to be good?
So no.
They're going to be in the top 10.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is, the point I'm making is, the Bucks lost in terms of what they got, but there's no losers in the trade. But the Bucks lost the trade from that standpoint. Because here's the bottom line.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Bucks have now changed our franchise into like the Lakers. Win now.
It was already that.
But now it's really win now.
Now you have no excuses.
We'll see. Let's give them a chance to play together.
This is my thing.
Let's give them a chance to play.
I understand what you're saying. I get what you're coming from.
I'm gonna say this.
What?
Everybody watch me on TV. Is one of these or bust?
Was it there before? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It's championship or bust.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It wasn't championship or bust.
Yes, it was.
It didn't become championship or bust until this year when Giannis threatened to leave us.
Okay, so that's my point. When Giannis was like, "Hey, if y'all don't, show me y'all trying to win now, I got to get up out of here." That was pressure on front office.
Zoom in
but
on that.
My thing about that is, how you gonna zoom in on that? How you gonna tell the cameraman?
I just want the world to know.
We know.
Championship for Milwaukee or bust? Agree or disagree?
Yes, of course.
KC, championship or bust?
Championship or bust?
Was it that beforehand?
I'm not gonna say championship or bust. I'm gonna say finals or bust.
NBA finals or conference?
NBA finals or bust.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Because I can see us getting to the finals and possibly losing.
I can see that. This is
If we're going to,
this is Dame's first time. If we go to the NBA final, that would be Dame's first time.
Especially if I don't know what your docket looks like. Especially if he lands with like the Lakers or the Golden State Warriors that they're leaking. Golden State has already said they're willing to trade Chris Paul.
Who wants Chris Paul?
It's buyout, but anyway, but you understand the analogy that I gave with the A minus A. But there was no losers, but you got to think about Bucks may have lost the trade.
I see. I'm the other way.
If you think about the lineup that Phoenix got now, they got rid of the crybaby and brought in a proven big man.
He's a solid big man,
but he stays hurt.
Well,
he stays hurt.
He does, and he be hurt for the year. He be hurt for the year.
He stays hurt.
Yeah.
So I mean, my thing is Phoenix. My Phoenix to me are the biggest losers. I think that each team is. So Phoenix also has a lineup. They have a team where they need to. People are giving them a little space, but it's a win now team. That's why you pick up Bradley Beal and KD because you're trying to win now. You don't pick up those guys unless you're trying to win now, especially because they're aging. And to me, Aiden was the weak point. They're like, well, we can get rid of him. Portland is obviously trying to rebuild around Scoot. So my thing was like,
which is why they're trading Drew.
Yeah, that's why they're getting rid of Drew. So my thing is, I think Phoenix was the biggest losers in here because y'all already gonna have issues with depth, and this doesn't help. Having Grayson Allen on your team, I don't see how he fits in there.
The Milwaukee Bucks are now the favorites to win the NBA title.
Yeah, they are.
Based
in
on
Vegas. In Vegas.
They're the favorites. That's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
This ain't our first time being here, though.
But if anybody is going to catch the most scrutiny behind this, it's going to be Dame. Because you have it's going to be Dame because you got to look at it like this. Everybody talked about all he talked about is he was loyal to Portland, and then he couldn't get nobody to Portland. They just threw you in the mix with a full roster.
They threw you in the mix with
a full rotational roster.
Full rotational roster, but you got
with arguably the best player in the whole NBA.
But you also have
he's
a rookie
playing with Steph Curry. No, I'm just kidding.
But you also have a rookie coach.
It doesn't matter.
That does matter.
It matters, but at the same time,
like that coach, to me, if we're asking the question who has the most pressure, I think the coach, because you can't sit here and say we didn't give you the tools to win, and we can't sit here and say, hey, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We did everything. The front office we did everything we're supposed to do. We make a Giannis healthy. By the way, they offer him an extension third today.
Super max.
I think it was like 186 though. But it was one of them things where like the front office, we're doing everything we're supposed to do to keep this ball rolling. I just want to get these updated rosters out real quick. For Phoenix Suns, we got Bradley Beal, Booker, Kevin Durant, the center they picked up, and Okie Dokie. Exactly. Thanks for the silence. That's exactly what that is. For the Portland Trailblazers, you got Scoot Henderson, Simmons, Sharp, Grant, and he got Aiden. Young, super young. Milwaukee Bucks, you got Drew. I'm sorry. You got Leonard.
We got who?
Leonard.
Are you going over the team?
I'm going
Miles
over-
Leonard?
No, I'm talking to I'm sorry, not Leonard. Damian Lillard.
Oh, I'm like
Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Damian Lillard. They estimating Pat Connaughton gonna be that number 2 spot.
Yeah.
Middleton 3,
Yeah.
Giannis 4, Brook Lopez at the 5.
I don't think he's gonna be that 2 spot.
I don't think he's gonna be that
is.
2 spot.
I know
think
who's
he's
gonna be
up
that
in
2
there.
spot.
It's not gonna be
think
Bobby.
No.
No, at the 2.
At the 2.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were gonna do starting line.
No.
My fault.
I'm thinking it's gonna be what's it called?
It's gonna be Malik Beasley.
I was thinking Malik.
Do we have him?
Yeah, we got Malik Beasley.
But I'm thinking
Oh, we sure
I'm
did pick
thinking
him
what's
up.
it called though?
Now you see why I say.
So I like.
So
the
we picked up a young defender, a 3-and-D guy.
I like the shooting potential of the Bucks now. One of the things we lacked because Drew, although his percentage was slightly higher last season, Drew
balling.
was still very streaky.
Yeah,
Oh, it's true. Yeah,
He was
he was
very streaky.
and there were games he just kind of coasted through to me.
Yep. You know what's funny? I went back to listen to our podcast last week and listen to some of the comments we made. Right.
Mhm.
I threw in the Bucks as the secret team. We all were riding Dame for being kind of bogus to his team.
Mhm.
And then we all was like, we think he's going to start in Portland. So a report came out that said Dame, when he saw that Miami was falling apart, he went to the GM and said, let's just forget it. Let's just go back in and figure it out. And the GM told him, no turning back.
No
We're
turning back.
trading you.
We're trading you. And he
Because
got
they were
that.
linking him to up until the final hour. Toronto, Chicago were the 2 teams that allegedly had the best chance. But Brian Windhorst reported a long time ago about how Milwaukee was always the silent person. And here's why. They tried to keep it quiet out of respect to Drew. Because here's the thing, and we've said this even when it became rumors about the whole what if, right? We all knew that the only way that Damian Lillard can get to Milwaukee was by way of who? Drew Holiday.
Now
We knew that.
So I knew, but
We knew that.
But we also sat here and said, well, I'm not finna
We
say-
also
say-
said we rather said who?
we rather have Drew.
No, we did.
I
but
said
we
it was-
said we rather trade who?
Middleton.
Chris.
We would, yeah, if you don't
But
get
we
rid of somebody,
all
get rid of
knew-
Middleton.
That the only way to Milwaukee was to get rid of your star point guard.
I know it.
We
Be-
knew it.
Yeah, we know it.
We knew it.
But I didn't think they would.
But the
They
only
honestly
reason they
didn't
got
think
rid of
would.
Drew is because he had the shortest contract.
He did.
And I think that's what enticed the Blazers because they figured we can easily either use him for this year or we can get a good trade for some picks for a championship contender that want a
Yeah,
point guard
they
that
wanna-
can come in and play right away.
That's
The
true.
minute the trade went down, the Portland Trail Blazers released a statement that said they have no intentions on keeping Drew Holiday.
They're gonna trade him
They
immediately.
want to trade him to a contending team so he can ride out the rest of his career.
Yeah.
So Portland is giving him the respect to get his money and go to a contending team. Now keep in mind, the first preseason game for most people is October 7th. You know when that is?
Next week.
That's next Saturday. Drew has his beautiful house in Milwaukee. God bless Drew and Lauren Holiday. Amazing people. Had the privilege of being with them in church all the time. So Drew is now really sitting waiting to see what his future holds. Because he doesn't know.
Yeah,
But I guarantee you, Drew knew this was coming.
No,
Hey,
This ain't something that brewed overnight.
Here's why
they
I
didn't
agree.
they didn't talk to Giannis about this trade.
You believe that?
I believe that.
I got a blank check for
No,
you.
I honestly believe. I'm gonna tell you why I believe that. Number one,
Hold up. Before you, let me respond to what he said. What comment did you just make? You said Drew.
Drew knew it was coming.
And here's why I agree with that comment. Because the day before, Drew out of nowhere said what?
well, I want to be here.
I want to be in Milwaukee. I want to stay in Milwaukee. And players only say that when what, Keith?
They know they finna get traded.
They know they're getting ready to get traded.
The same
Because
thing.
they were
Same thing with
talking.
Poole. Remember?
Oh, Tyler Hero about Miami. That same fruit flies in here.
I guess it's gonna be
Hey,
one of
man,
those days.
real quick.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm posting clips. Anyways, but no,
You know what?
I say I post clips, but my thing about that is I think that they didn't run this. I do believe they didn't run this past Giannis. If anything, Giannis is loyal to his.
He's too offended.
No,
Giannis is too offended right now.
He's not offended.
He is very offended.
How?
He released a statement to the press. He said, "I don't give a f what the media say. Drew is my motherfucking brother for life." No,
Yeah.
he's too offended.
No.
Yes, he is.
Hold on. Say when you say offended, what does that mean? Like, are you saying he's not excited about having Dame?
No, he's
Lillard?
excited about Dame, but he's offended that people are accusing him of being the corporate of the trade.
Oh, okay. That's my point. My point is that Giannis is very loyal to his people, Milton, and even Drew
And his brothers.
So the fact that y'all like, no, I don't think they ran this past him. They was like, look, we need to make a big move, a big splash, and we have an opportunity to. I didn't think it was gonna make it. I didn't think they was gonna pull the trigger. I was wrong. This to not only save Giannis, to save the GM, to save his job for probably for the next 10 years. So it's one of those things where it kind of goes, back and forth, whatever. But to me, going back to the original question, like the winner and losers, I think it was Phoenix.
Again, no losers.
I think Phoenix was a loser.
No losers.
I think Phoenix was
all got A's. But I think we got an A.
But the one thing I did read though about Giannis was they did say that the GM didn't want to burden him with that pressure
and put him in the middle.
And put him in the middle of, someone he has a close relationship with. So, but they knew Giannis wanted something done. So at the end of the day, something had to be done. And Dame still got 3 years on this contract.
He do.
So Giannis got what he needs for the next 3 years.
Hopefully. Because Giannis still has to. I think bringing Dame was, even if the Bucks don't get it done in year one, I think bringing Dame to Milwaukee showed Giannis that we are, because now we were already over the luxury tax. We're really over that mug now.
I don't know if we are. How much is Dame Lillard making a year?
Pull it up, Keith. Way more than Holiday. Holiday's only making about $36 million a year. I think Dame is knocking on 60.
Well, okay,
no, yeah, he might be like 53, I think.
So let me ask you a question.
And Zeke called it. I was negotiating season tickets for someone the day before.
I looked at the season tickets just when you mentioned it. I looked at the season tickets the day it happened. They were sitting like, oh, okay. Less than 24 hours later, when I woke up, I looked them again. They doubled. They doubled and they were gone.
45
That's
million.
Not bad.
That's about 10 million more than Drew, but that's okay. We need it. Because here's what I'm gonna tell you.
And we didn't trade away players. We got rid of
Grayson Allen.
That's
true. So we made it work.
So we made, like I'm saying, like we maneuver some stuff. Now draft picks, that's Dre thing. I don't care about draft picks. I don't like draft picks. I like the last 4-5 drafts ain't been nothing sweet. And Victor Wingspan got to show me something. So I don't care about draft picks. I'm talking about championships. And we get with Dame 3 years, we should get 2. Now, if he don't get 2 out of the 3 years, somebody's got to go.
Well, I think it'll be both. I think Giannis may pull a LeBron. I think he may sign 1-year deals. He may sign 1 or 2 year deals.
I don't think he will. I don't think the Bucks will let him either.
And they don't have a choice.
We need a 3-year.
I think they'll want to try it out. I think because here's the thing. As great as Dame is, don't think Giannis won't jump to play with Steph Curry.
You want that so bad, don't you?
I would take it.
I know you want it so bad.
I would take
it.
Want it. But here's the thing. I'm excited about Dame in Milwaukee. Now, we've had debates about Dame before, about what has he done.
I mean, you called him a what?
A what?
You called him a scorer, not a.
I said no. I didn't. I said he was I said he's more of a scorer than he was a shooter, and I stand by that. I didn't criticize him. I said he's more of a scorer than he is a shooter. And half of America that listened to us agree with me because we read the comments on the next show.
And that's your story, and you sticking to it?
Two people did.
Two people. Go back and play that tape.
2 people did.
Go back and play that tape.
I'll find it.
Multiple people agree. So having Dame, what I like about Dame in Milwaukee as a scorer, it takes the pressure off of Giannis. And you know what? This reminds me.
That's what it's about.
This reminds me. I don't know if all 3 of us were together at one of these games, but I remember we were walking down the street and we were served because we had talked about it last season and we were debating Giannis in Milwaukee or I'm sorry, Dame or Westbrook. And
Okay.
remember, we were asking people down the street, we're like, man, would you rather have Westbrook or Dame? And I think at the time I said Westbrook because this was early in the season. And all these people, I was like, what? Are you kidding? Dame all day. Dame Dollar. So Dame's been linked to Milwaukee a lot. And what's funny
Ever
to
since
me,
the All-Star game.
Jimmy Butler posted
I've never seen a sore loser in my entire life.
I think he was playing.
I think he was dead serious.
Jimmy Butler, did you see that?
Everybody keeps saying that that's not who Jimmy is.
They said, I don't know.
I think it was a sarcastic joke.
Jimmy Butler's, I agree. I think it was a sarcastic, salty joke.
No, I think he was very salty about that because if you look at Miami's roster, they lost and gained nothing. They gained nothing in free agency, and they gained nothing.
Yeah, they lost.
And
they lost everybody.
They lost like 2 people and gained nothing. I don't know who that is.
Dame Lillard, what were we talking? What is it? Oh,
I was saying that.
So you're talking about.
I was going to ask this question. Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. When you talk about point guards,
I'm wearing it because I'm prophesying something in the air right now, right? Kesey, I can't believe you lost yours, bro.
You lost yours?
I don't know where it is.
You got kids.
Oh, we should order you.
I might order me another one. Anyways, but
you got one?
No, I'm not sure order one though. But my thing is,
I need one.
If we win one this year, I get one. But my thing is, where do you put Dame? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first, so I didn't realize. I don't know why I didn't realize this, but as the days went by, it's been 24, 48 hours. A lot of stuff has happened. We got Dame. His jersey was put up yesterday for sale, sold out. Online, sold out. Everywhere, his jersey is sold out in the city. People are going crazy. We have a rally tomorrow for Dame,
which I don't like.
Hold on a second.
I don't like.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now check this out. We've never had. It hit me like we've never had a caliber player, this kind of caliber player, come to Milwaukee.
Through a trade.
Like usually
Never.
If you come here to Milwaukee, you're toward the end of your career. You've done everything almost.
We always get everybody at the end of their career. We think they're gonna be something.
But they don't.
But they so far in their career that they done.
Yeah. But we never had a player of this caliber here. And I'm like, hold on a second.
I think the biggest was Monte Ellis.
But still,
and that wasn't Dame.
It wasn't, but even then, it wasn't like, hey, he's gonna take us to the promised land. It was just like, oh, we got a good, solid player. We got Drew. Oh, we got a good, solid player. We got Middleton. I don't even know who that is. And then eventually, oh, we got a good, solid player. Like the reason Middleton and Drew went to the All-Star game was because of Giannis. But we've never had a guy like can stand on his own and come to Milwaukee. I'm like, oh, this is a bigger deal
than we really realize.
I don't think it's a bigger deal than we realize. We know it's a big deal because cash, right? It's about money.
But did
Dame
you know on top
has hit Milwaukee?
I know, but did it hit you? Like, do you like this is because I told somebody I was like, this is almost like getting Steph Curry.
You know how it hit me that day, including two of my besties around this table.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
That day.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ask my staff. I had 31 calls for people inquiring about season tickets.
I didn't inquire about season tickets. Let me make that clear. I inquired about hey, could you let me know if I did this?
I didn't inquire.
If I do this, what are those seats called? Like, what is that area called? That's all I want to know. Because I knew as soon as I was like, tickets. Because somebody brought it to me like, what you gonna do about tickets? I was like, oh God.
So to get back to your question,
I gotta make this phone call.
Here's why I don't like it.
Why?
I don't like the welcome party. It's appropriate, but I don't like it because you know what it screams to me? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. It screams. It just screams arrogance to me. It screams.
Let's sit there. Let's sit here.
It screams arrogance to me. I don't like.
No, it's a total different vibe for me.
You think so?
It's a different vibe.
When I did Dre say it, I'm kind of getting
not
1, not 2.
No,
as long as they don't say it.
It's a different vibe for me. I'm getting this vibe where I feel because I don't see Dame as that guy.
He's not.
Dame is going to come here and be like, guys, I'm coming here to do work, and we going for a championship. And when I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to get y'all another championship.
Okay.
And it's gonna be humbleness.
Do you need to hear him say? Do you need to hear him say it?
I'm gonna hear him say that.
See, I'm saying, do you need to hear him say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Giannis texted him after the trade went down and
Hey,
said,
let's go get a championship.
let's win a fucking championship. All I'm saying, I don't like it. I don't like the parade before we do anything.
But
welcome to Milwaukee.
you gotta welcome him.
Welcome on the court, man. Have a press conference with the jersey.
No.
Do you know? Listen, it's gonna be 80. It's gonna be 85 degrees in Milwaukee tomorrow.
You're not talking about any old body just coming to Milwaukee.
Oh,
Once again, like he said, we're not talking about Drew coming here.
That's true.
We're not talking about a Chris Middleton.
No.
We're not talking about a Monte Ellis.
You're talking about an all NBA guy.
You're talking about a real all NBA guard, an elite guard.
That's true.
There's not just no.
And I'm not denying that.
This ain't no walk in the park guard
I'm
right
not
here.
denying that. I'm not denying
This
that.
this is a guard.
This is a game changer.
This is a game
This is
changer.
a game changer for Milwaukee. This is a Dame has now made Milwaukee a cool destination to be at.
I don't think that's the case.
Here's why I think
I'm gonna tell you like this. I agree with you, but if it don't be a successful season, that's out the window.
We're gonna get dragged.
But he knows.
He will.
Bruce Broussard said we're his favorites to win it now.
Oh yeah, everybody is.
He said we're.
I mean,
we're the favorites.
real quick.
Dame
Speaking of
Dame
sportscasters. Stephen A. I don't like the way you talk about Milwaukee.
What a
you
hater.
talk about Milwaukee with such disdain in your voice.
That's why we're not friends.
I can't get
He
with
do be
it. And you
disgusted, though.
like you be disgusted. I get it. You went to the wrong hotel. That's an ESPN problem. That's not a Milwaukee problem because you went to the wrong hotel. Because if you went to the right hotel, you'd have got what you wanted, and we'd have kept it moving. But you went to the wrong hotel. That's not a Milwaukee problem.
That's
an ESPN problem.
No, that's your assistant problem.
Or that.
Because your assistant one who book your rooms, right?
Exactly. And so instead of them crossing their T's and dotting their I, you was like, it doesn't matter. No, it matters. So when he talk about, Milwaukee is one of the favorites. I mean, I can't throw away Boston. Throw them away. I can't throw away Philly. Throw them away.
I'm gonna say you throw
them away.
Only reason I'm gonna say you throw away Boston, they took their heart and soul out of their locker room.
I forgot we even talked about this on the podcast. They lost
Marcus Smart.
Not Marcus Smart and Grant Williams.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No.
about
You
him?
can't take away they probably best two defensive players and expect them to. You can't. You expect Jason
Grant
Tatum
who?
and Jaylen Brown to
Tell me
make
again.
a.
Grant who?
Come again, yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
Now
Jaylen
Marcus
Brown,
Smart.
Okay.
but for $400 million, you
Okay.
better do it by yourself.
But
You better hobble. You got a sore ankle. Wrap that and get in the game.
Marcus Smart, that's different.
Both of them different, but I see what you're saying. One of them
Marcus
a higher
Marcus
scale.
Smart
It's with who?
got them over the
Memphis?
hump
Memphis.
a lot of games.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be key to them this season. Like, where they going to get that energy from? Where they going to get that mental toughness from? Because Marcus Smart is a tough defensive guard,
He is.
and mentally he don't back down to nobody.
You don't.
I again to bring it back home a little bit. I'm very happy about this.
Mhm.
This gives me the excitement of the year we won the championship and the year we had Brandon Jennings. When Brandon Jennings first came, it gave us a little excitement.
Brandon who?
Let's not act like he didn't.
No,
give the
but we're
Bucks
not gonna
a
bring
shot.
Brandon
Hold up,
Jennings
listen,
up.
I'm bringing up the
And we
point.
talking about Damian Lillard right now.
There was a point when Brandon Jennings came, there was a little excitement.
A little
When the Bucks started winning, more excitement.
bit more.
When we started having that playoff run, all the bandwaggers hopped out.
That's true.
Now all the real fans are out because people know that Dame is a game changer for Milwaukee.
Do you think this changes our destination?
I think
We'll be sold out every game.
Oh,
I know that. I'm just saying. I'm talking about as
season
far as
tickets will be sold
I'm
out.
saying
by
for other
the weekend
NBA
if they're
players.
not already.
I'm saying by NBA players.
There are people I haven't talked to in years who haven't thought about season tickets who called me and asked me, how can I get season tickets? Because it's the excitement. Giannis gives us excitement, but he can't do it by himself. But let me ask y'all a question now. Let me flip it because I need to hear what y'all have to say because I heard from a couple people and I didn't know how to respond. Who's Batman and who's Robin?
Giannis is Batman.
Who takes the? Is it the person who
And
takes the
Dame
last
McRobin.
shot? Is it the person who takes the last shot? Usually Batman.
No.
Not
So
necessarily.
I have a 2-part question: Who's Batman? Who's Robin? And who takes the last shot? Because usually that's Chris thing.
Giannis is Batman.
Okay, Zeke, like Giannis is Batman.
Giannis is Batman. Dame take the last shot. It depends on where it's at.
So Dame is Robin.
Dame is Robin. This is Giannis.
Who's
team.
Batman?
Giannis is Batman. Lillard is Superman. And
Chris is,
Middleton is Robin. And you can take that how you want to take it, but Dame can take over a game. Giannis can take over a game.
no. Middleton took us to the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Let's stop it.
On the back of Giannis.
Giannis was hurt.
Hey.
Come on, man.
But
Get a
Drew-
man his. I'm not saying.
Giannis
Get a man his
but
flowers.
Giannis was hurt. But if Giannis don't play that game he played,
We don't win the title.
we don't win.
If Drew
We
don't,
win the
if
title.
Drew
I'm
don't rip,
talking about
if
when
Drew don't
Giannis-
rip,
Because at the
Bucket-
end of the day, you need your Robins, right? You
Of
need
course.
your Robin,
Scottie
right?
Pippen knows that too well.
But at the same time,
you
you
can't help
still
but. You can't help but.
without your Batman
He gonna catch you outside.
that come in and do what the things like Giannis did
Uh-huh.
and take you over that hump,
Mhm.
you don't win championships.
It's true.
That's the difference between a Robin and a Batman. It ain't no shade to the person you calling a Robin,
Not at all.
but you need that player that can take you over that hump.
Or
And
you just
without
need the leader.
and without Giannis taking us over that hump in
Mhm.
that series, we don't win.
Without Drew,
Regardless
without
of
Drew.
what, don't take away from what Middleton did, but at the end of the day, without Giannis,
Mhm.
it's not possible.
Of course.
Without Drew, without that
Without
steal,
Drew.
without that steal,
And-
we don't.
and
I don't know if we
here's-
win.
Let me answer the question too. Now that I'm ready to answer it, Dame is Robin because he's been Batman and couldn't get it done.
I don't want to say that, but go ahead.
So now you have a Batman and Giannis, a superstar, a bona fide superstar
Mm-hmm.
who can play both ends of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
A top 3 MVP candidate every year.
Every year.
You have Dame, an all-star. You have Chris Middleton, if the knees hold up, an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
You have a bench. I forgot all about Malik Beasley. Is it Malik or Michael?
Malik.
I forgot about Malik Beasley. You have Connington that can put up some shots. Brooke had the best season of his career
We
last
didn't even
year.
say one word about Brooke.
Okay, he had the best season.
And
of
we
his
didn't
career.
say one word about Bobby.
You got Bobby
Nope.
Portis, who arguably could have won 6th Man of the Year last year.
He could have.
You got Jay Crowder, who we're going to give another chance. I didn't get the hype, but he better get it together now. And the thing that I don't like about it now, well, maybe, let me not say not like about it. If you want to know who the pressure is on,
Ooh.
Adrian Griffin.
I said that.
The coach, if with a lineup like this, if the Bucks don't come do it, he is out of there.
They have to all-star break.
He is out of there.
We looking at your regular all-star, be like,
Yep.
My
So how long do you think is before Thanasis' wave?
That's not funny.
I'm serious. Because now
We
this how
have
you-
one spot
Hold
left.
on.
We got one spot left.
We need 2.
No, we got one spot.
I know we
left.
got 1, but we need 2 veterans.
No, we don't.
We need 2.
No, we don't.
Who else is on the radar right now? Who are we considering?
So we're considering.
I'm telling you.
Isaiah Thomas is on the radar. Loki put his name out there. The Bucks are looking at Cameron Payne.
I did see that.
They're looking
I
at
did
Cameron
see
Payne.
that.
I do like Cameron Payne. He he did something that was notable.
So is he waived right now?
He's a
waiting on
free
the
agent.
team?
He's a free agent right now
okay.
because he got waived by. Because I think Phoenix traded him in the Chris Paul trade, and they waived him right away. Where did he go to? I forgot, but he got waived. Phoenix waived him. That's what happened. Yeah, Phoenix waived him when they traded away Chris Paul. So that's what we're looking at because we need one more point guard to follow up behind Dame. When you talk about Batman and Robin situation, I think this is similar to the Golden State situation where you have I want to say complete team, but a complete team. You add this superstar, but it's still Giannis. This is still Giannis's team. And like you said, Keith, there's no disrespect to Giannis, to Dame, because Dame knows that he's coming into, hey, this is his team. Now, if he'd have got traded to Miami, it would have been Jimmy Butler's team, but he could have been like,
He could have surpassed Jimmy.
He could have surpassed Jimmy. But I
Yeah,
think
like
in this
LeBron did
situation,
Wade.
yeah, but in this situation, it's like, okay, you got one half of the court, which is now I heard somebody say, Vince Carter said, now Giannis can work on that mid game to inside. Like he can be, and he was working with Akeem Olajuwon this year. So I'm really excited about what moves he's learned in the post and stuff like that. And but he don't have to. I see a couple of things. I see Giannis shooting less threes. I see now the person who gonna have to go get their own buckets is probably gonna be Middleton. He gonna have to really go get his own bucket, and we put a lot of trust in Middleton because taking away Drew is taking away some defensive assignments. Now,
but that's where Malik Beasley come in and have to pick up those assignments.
But we still that number 2 spot is
and Malik is not Malik Beasley is not as little as Drew.
I know, but I'm saying like that number 2 spot. I think it's up in the air. Now, is Malik Beasley the initial starter? He probably will be because he's a veteran.
Yeah.
But I like the second year player, the guy who just scored 80. What's his name? McCamp, something like that. I forgot his name. The guy who just
Beauchamp.
Yeah, Beauchamp. I like him. I think he should start, to be honest with you, just to start the season off, see how he goes, and then we kind of go back and forth and rotate.
He's not a 2 guard though.
He is a 2 guard.
He's more of a 3.
He's a 2, but he's long, but he can play the 2 or the 3.
He's not a shooter.
He's not
Malik
a good
is
shooter.
a proven guard.
I know, but I'm saying he's not a good shooter, but he can play the 2.
No, he'll come off the bench.
I just don't.
I'm telling you
I
right
like
now,
the spark that Malik comes off the bench.
My thing is now, if I'm the Bucks, I'm like Giannis. I gave you Dame.
Give me a championship.
Now shut up.
I don't want to hear nothing else now.
Shut up.
Hey, they offered him an extension right away.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, the Nats has got to go.
Yeah,
I know.
Because you don't have that control no more. You don't have that control.
He lost that control with this trade.
Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
Mark my words.
Nah,
I'll give them to preseason is over before he's waived.
No.
By the time preseason is over,
you want to piss off Giannis? Do that.
No, you won't.
Yeah, you will.
Because you paid somebody to sit on the bench for him.
I know.
And I just brought in another $46 million man for you.
What that mean? That's still my brother. That's still my brother.
My brother got paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
Not to mention your other brother is on the herd team.
Yeah.
Come on, how much more do we got to do for you?
Nah.
Pay for the house?
Nah. Just like when people were signing Giannis' other brother, just for hopes of Giannis getting on a team, just for the hope of Giannis getting on a team. Nah, you don't do that. That's how you piss off a superstar.
Yeah.
That's how you piss off a superstar.
You wouldn't piss me off. You wouldn't piss me off. And you just gave me Damian Lillard. And I still got to keep Chris.
I'm excited about the Bucks becoming a possible lob city. I'm excited about us being probably one of the highest. I'm not going to say we got a Steph and a Clay, but with Dame and Middleton, we're going to have one of the highest 3-point percentages in the league.
You think so?
We got to, because they both shoot prolifically from the 3-point line.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you like this. Dame got range.
Yeah.
And Dame is great in the pick and roll, and Chris Middleton is great in the pick and roll.
He is too.
And if you leave Dame open, that's cash money.
Dame pulling up from Steph Curry numbers.
So if Chris is in the pick and roll with Giannis, and Dame is just sitting there, and you decide you want to leak in, them buckets.
Yeah, them buckets.
Buckets.
And the same thing go if it's Chris. You can't leave Chris like that wide open.
You can't. Well, I'll say this. I'll say this about that.
A lot of Chris buckets came off of him having to force a lot of shots. I mean, a lot of his misses came off him having to force a lot of shots because we never really had a guard besides him who can create their own shot.
So, you know what's funny? Here, I'm going to see if I can play this clip real quick. Let me see if it'll play.
Yeah, this clip is circling a lot.
What is that?
So during the All-Star game,
This is in 2021.
just last year.
No, that wasn't last year.
Was it last
It
year?
was 2021 or 22.
No, because Drew just made it. It was last year.
That when that game did though.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't because they didn't do it live anymore. They did it one time for live.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was like 21.
No, bro, this is it. Because Drew Holiday was on this one.
Yeah, him and Middleton was on that one.
So what I'm saying is, everyone thought Giannis was going to pick Holiday.
Oh, and he didn't.
LeBron was like, "Oh, we already know who Giannis is gonna pick. Giannis loyal." And then when Giannis picked Dame, everyone was like, "Whoa!" And that's what started all the rumors. And then remember, Dame was interviewed, and they asked Dame if he could play with one player. Who did he say?
You said Giannis.
Say Giannis.
Because Giannis know he played with Drew all season, so that didn't matter to him at that point right there.
And then on top
And to
of
me,
that,
it wouldn't have mattered either. I want to play with somebody I don't play with normally.
Yeah.
I know how Drew play. I know how Drew get
He
down.
picked him second.
I know, but I'm just saying I know how Drew get down.
he picked Damian Lillard because he's like, Damian Lillard is a closer. He's a closer.
Yeah.
So when the game is on the line, and at the end of the day, Giannis just want to win.
Yeah.
Giannis want to win.
Yeah.
If
And that's
Giannis
why I said
scored 15 points and 10 rebounds, and Damian Lillard go for 50,
He's
He's
fine with
good.
it. He's fine with that.
he is. And Damian, like, you know what? I'm gonna play with that kind of guy. I want to play with that kind of guy. Now I just sent y'all something.
But my thing is though, just thinking about it, y'all.
Uh-huh.
How do you think Dame took in them offering the Bucks?
He didn't mind. Now word on the street is
Because
he
because my
didn't
thing
wanna
is
come- he didn't wanna
everybody
come.
say he didn't want to come to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But how do you do that trade if he don't approve it?
He
Dame-
didn't have any
He
leverage.
leverage. But Dame, here's why I don't agree with that. I believe Dame, Miami was his preferred destination. But I believe when Milwaukee was presented to him, he was on board. Because it's Giannis. And he tweeted right away. Because here's the thing. At one point, they were saying that if he didn't get traded to Miami, he wasn't going to show up to training camps.
That was word on the street.
That didn't come out with this. Dame tweeted immediately and dropped a song. And tweeted immediately, Milwaukee, I'm on my way.
Hey, I downloaded it from iTunes.
How was it?
So, real quick, hold up. I was going to say, I told my friends at work, I said, he's in Milwaukee now, and he's a rapper, so we might need to clean. We gotta be careful what we say on this podcast.
No, number one.
I'm
Number
just-
one.
I'm just
Hey,
talking.
rotation. Reggie Brown, you know what to play. Play that damn dollar. Every hour on the hour. Play that damn dollar, baby.
I'm looking forward to the parade that he's gonna get tomorrow, man. I mean,
Home party.
yeah, welcome to
going?
Milwaukee. I'm probably not gonna make it because I know we got some fools here, and I hope they don't make us look bad.
Well, he's from Portland, Oregon. It's really
They're not
quiet.
used to that.
I was gonna say it's really quiet
Real quiet.
and slow there.
But you know,
He
we
from
got some,
Oakland, though. He from Oakland.
we got
You know
some
what's
young
up.
we got some young fools in the city. I just
Yeah.
hope they don't make us look bad.
Some old ones too.
Yeah, some old ones, but
Now-
not as bad as the young ones.
Now, thinking about this NBA, why this is a new duo, where do you rank them amongst the NBA duos?
Top 3.
So I'm gonna rank them on paper.
I sent y'all something.
I'm gonna rank them on paper, top 3. But without seeing them play, I can't rank them based on play.
We just going off an eye. This is an eye test.
Top 3 off on paper.
This is number one. Who's number one, number two? You can't say top 3 without number one, number
So
two.
top 3, you got in no order. You got Giannis and Dame.
But automatically, before you go any further, you got to give Joker and Murray their credit right away.
I'm gonna name them. You got LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
You have
Number 5.
you have Steph and Clay Steele.
6.
You have KD and Devin.
KD and who?
Devin Booker. What?
4.
You have Tatum and Brown. There's a lot of good duos. Let's not get
2.
it twisted. It's harder to say trios, but there's a lot of good duos.
But you got Giannis Antetokounmpo and Dame Dollar.
Top 3 all day, easily on paper.
Top 2.
I say number 2. I say number 3.
Right now, they're number 2 to me.
Oh, see, I named half these people already.
I know that's why.
Now, who shouldn't be on this list? Kyrie and Luka.
Well, they're a duo.
They're not that good.
Yeah, they are.
Jimmy and Bam, but I guess you got to give it to them. Ant and Cat.
Embiid and Harden.
Sabonis.
But now,
See, think about it. These are some good duos.
that's why I asked the
Sabonis
question.
and Fox,
That's why I asked
PG
the
and
question.
Kawhi, if they play. Looking at this list here for me, Dame, they would probably be my top 3. They would probably be number 3.
Can I ask y'all another question though?
They'll probably be number 3. From
Who's
this
your
list.
number 1 duo in the NBA? I say
They
it's
would be number 3.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Right now?
Who's your number 1?
No, number 1. My number 1 is Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
So my number 1 from this list would probably be
Number 2 would be Joker and Murray, just because they just won a championship, and then I would go Dame Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So my number 1 would probably be Joker and Murray because they won the title, and that duo is phenomenal. Don't get it twisted.
All right.
My second would probably be KD and Booker.
Mm.
My third would be Giannis and Dame. My fourth would be Steph and Clay because they're just lights out. Keith?
My number one was going to be Murray and Joker.
Mhm.
Yep.
My number two is going to be AD and LeBron. And my number three is going to be Dame and Giannis just because they haven't proven themselves. Because I really would put LeBron and AD at three. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how you want to look at it, AD can be the best player in the league
He
when he's healthy.
absolutely can.
When he's healthy,
He absolutely
he can be the best player in the league.
I can lose a lot of weight if I start eating ribs, but they're too delicious.
But he showed it though. Even though he had some injuries at the beginning of the season and last year, end of the season, he was a monster. He was a problem in the playoffs.
Okay. Hey, that's
I told you the Lakers were one player short of beating Denver. They were one shooter short of beating Denver. They got swept, but it wasn't full blowouts every
It
game.
wasn't, but they still got swept.
Oh, they absolutely did.
We were one D'Angelo Russell shot away from beating them.
Do you
D'Lo-
see Portland trading for him?
D'Lo shot so horrible.
No,
D'Lo shot so horrible in the playoffs.
he did.
That's why the Lakers lost. He literally shot probably 23%.
I
I
just
think.
want to put this out there. Could they have just been the Nuggets be a better team than them? Let's put that out there.
You said what?
A better team
Better team than what?
than the Lakers. The Denver Nuggets were just a better team.
Oh, they were the best team in the NBA last year.
They were.
I'm just.
They were the best team.
But
in
I'm
the
just saying the Lakers were right there with them.
Were they?
None of their games were blowouts.
You
They
gotta
lost.
give the Lakers credit, bro. The Lakers came back from
The
no
Lak-
seed being
Go ahead.
being talked about.
They were
for-
13 at
being
one
talked
point.
about
Yeah.
for play-in
Mhm.
to go into the conference finals, bro. That to me is not a. There's no more moral wins in sports,
Mhm.
but as a Laker fan, you got to be happy about that.
You do.
Side
You do.
note to Laker fans and HBO: you suck HBO for canceling winning time.
They didn't have no. They didn't have no. They didn't have enough material.
I just had to put it out there, but it was a
before
great
got
series.
ugly. What's your question though?
If you're Chris Middleton, how are you feeling about all of this Dame Giannis talks? And you're on
You
the
gotta check it
outside.
up. You gotta
Huh?
check it up.
I'm just saying, thinking about it.
I see
If,
what you're saying.
if it's us,
Mm-hmm.
we the dynamic duo,
Uh-huh.
and all they talking about is Kesey and Z,
Uh-huh.
and we keep leaving you out.
Uh-huh.
Even though you done put in work,
Yeah,
you done your thing for us, but all they keep talking about is Kesey and
Here's
Z.
the thing about Chris Middleton.
How do you feel as Chris right now?
Here's the thing about Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton knows I, number one, am the reason we didn't win the championship the year, not this past season, but the season before that. I'm the reason why, because I should have, if I wouldn't have got hurt, we'd have been in there like swimwear. So I'm already, he came in last year humble. And I think he still has that attitude. And I think that's why like the Giannis comments didn't bother him. Do I think he has a chip on his shoulder? Maybe a little bit. Do I see him taking out obscene shots? Not too many, but still, I know he knows he has to fight for his buckets. Like, I got to get my buckets because with Dame and Giannis out here, that's 60 points. And if I don't add 20
or
well,
70.
yeah, or if I don't add, then what am I out here for? So I think if he's smart, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. If he's smart, he gonna humble himself and be like, you know what? Let me, because I think Middleton shot pretty good last year. Middleton came out. I think he started the season around November, December. He was starting ball. He didn't get picked up for the All-Star game, but he could have. So I think, I think it takes some pressure off of him. To be honest with you.
Okay. And one more thing.
Hold on, let me answer. Let me answer that. If I'm Middleton, I'm just happy that the Bucks re-signed me to a longer deal so I can get paid. Because Chris Middleton had the potential to overestimate his value, but the knees went bad, so his value dropped. I think Middleton is just happy to be a part of the team that's going to help him get a second ring. I think he's fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your second question?
I'm thinking about looking at the big three that Phoenix have.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Do you think that big three? Do you think people are thinking that big three is as big three as they is now?
Who's the
Not
third?
Because it was Bill, Booker, Durant.
I forgot they got Bradley Beal.
And you also,
I forgot they got Bradley Beal. Let me say this.
If you a GM and you got a choice between Bill, KD, Booker, or Dame, Giannis, Middleton, Which three would you rather have?
Are you saying
So-
who has the better big three?
No,
Yeah.
he's asking which three would we rather have?
No. Are you
Who's the better big three,
Who's
and
the
who
better-
would you rather have?
So the better big three is Phoenix.
Because we the two teams that made the biggest acquisitions this summer.
It's Phoenix. And don't get it twisted. We might get a rematch of Phoenix versus Milwaukee in the finals.
I like that.
You might get a rematch. It may not. Golden State might not be a walk in the park now, right? Nor Boston going back. The better big three, I think, is Phoenix, simply because it's KD and it's Bill. Bill's a lights out shooter too.
Bill.
He's not
hold on.
better than Dame, but Booker's a lights out shooter too. Okay, let me say this: Bill is better than Middleton. Booker is better than Middleton.
No,
No, what? No, what?
because
Wait.
okay, I'm gonna tell you
No,
what.
what?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Let me answer your question.
They're younger, but at the end of the day,
You taking Chris Middleton over Devin Booker?
yeah.
Give your line. Are you smoking?
Right now, because outside of that appearance in the finals,
Mhm.
what is Bill? What is Booker done?
What has
Well,
Dame done?
And he got outplayed by Middleton. That series.
That's true.
yeah.
That was a couple
Yeah.
years.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
That was a couple years ago, though.
I know, but I'm just saying though,
I hear your argument. Here's why I was
he got outplayed by Middleton that series, and Giannis took over the rest of them.
Here's why I would still take the Bucks. Because Bill is a point guard and Booker is a point guard.
They
And
both
I
shooting
don't
guard.
like that.
They both are shooting
Thank
guard.
you. Both shooting guards. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't. Is
'Cause-
Devin a point? Are you sure?
They're two guards.
The two guards.
They're
They're
two
all.
guards,
They
okay.
both are two guards.
Fine. You're right, because these be John Wall. You're right. I
My
don't like that because neither of them can truly play small forward.
who?
Bill or Booker.
And they both only 6'4".
Neither of them can play. Like Clay can get away with small forward.
Yeah,
Clay can get away.
I didn't get to
But
answer your question.
Neither of them can. So I like the Bucks because
And they
the
both
Bucks,
are only 6'4".
and
Yeah.
because the Bucks actually have a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, and a power forward,
And a center.
and a center. Phoenix has a center.
He ain't no Brook.
He
I'll
has
take Brook.
potential.
I'll take Brook over him all day.
He has potential.
Who? You know who the Phoenix Suns got?
They got Nikolai.
I know they
Jokic.
got a bunch of guys who are frequently injured.
Well, it goes with their starting
So
lineup.
Phoenix Suns is
It goes.
a hope and a prayer. That's what they are.
It goes
They're
with
hoping
their-
a prayer.
it goes with their
Besides-
starting
They look good on paper.
Exactly. It look good on paper. And so when you talk about who, I didn't get to answer your question. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks because
Of course.
unfortunately, I'm a big Kevin Durant fan. I'm usually Kevin Durant over LeBron James, but LeBron make it hard. I ain't gonna hold you. But my thing about that is KD is a monster. He's a beast when he's healthy. And it's starting to show. Like it's starting to show. Bradley Beal, we hope you was over there in Washington faking the funk because it looked like you are always hurt.
Oh,
It
they
look-
know.
It
Faking.
looked like
It's
you always
true.
hurt.
Yeah,
Drew,
he is.
I mean, what's it called? Only person that's gonna finish the season is Devin Booker. That's a
And
guarantee
that's-
he's gonna
no,
finish the season.
That's a maybe because he be a little injured too.
But him, it'd be like ankle and stuff like that. He come back 2-3 weeks later and so on and so forth. He's still like, if you talk about Phoenix, he's still the leader of that team. Like that's still his team.
But don't forget, Phoenix know how to rejuvenate some injury players
They do.
because they rejuvenated Grant Hill, and we
Yeah.
thought Grant Hill was done.
Yeah,
And Grant Hill
true.
got to finish out his career playing some games.
He did. I just feel like the Bucks have the best, and I feel like they had the best offseason. I think this is acquirement of Damian Lillard is probably the best move this offseason. I mean, even if James Harden goes somewhere, he gonna go somewhere, but I don't think it's gonna make that much of an impact unless he literally goes to the Clippers, but then he still has to deal with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
James
Kawhi
Harden-
Leonard don't mind about paying some money to sit down, so he'll
James
pay some
Harden
money to sit down.
Is irrelevant now.
I don't want to say that. That's
He's
a little
irrelevant
harsh.
in the scope of
I think
championships
it's a
because
little
where's he
harsh.
gonna go? No one is talking about James Harden right now. No one.
Dame Lillard though.
No one.
Dame time.
Name time, but
we need that. We need that on there.
we do need it. I'm gonna talk to Tom. This has been another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. Like the thing,
Real quick, before you take us home, we said this last week. Now we got to say it. What are you looking forward? What are you looking forward to as a Bucks fan this season? Now,
well, we talked about it last week, and I think it's obvious with three of us looking for Dame Dollar to bring home a ring.
Championship season.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for a championship, exciting season.
Okay.
Are you? Oh, let me ask you this question: Are you, if they don't win? Let's say we don't win it. Are you like, this is a waste? Or are you
No,
like, all right?
I'm like, all right, let's see
what's-
what happens.
what's gonna
Yeah,
happen next year?
let's see what happened year 2.
Okay.
We got 1 year under our belt. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because the big three in Miami didn't do it the first year, remember?
That's true.
But what they do, they came on the second year, they won it, and the third year. So it's a possibility we could lose this year, but we got 2 humble players, and I think 3 humble players because Chris is pretty humble too.
He is.
I think we got a chance to do something special.
think
Maybe
we
even
do
break
too.
that record
What
for the
record?
most wins in a season.
No, that's a stretch.
I'm excited
That's
about.
a stretch, Kesey.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm excited about being a fan. I'm excited that the city's rallying around the Bucks
You
again.
really excited because you got Bucks tickets.
Well, I've been had those. I had them.
I know, but
I had
now-
them when we sucked.
Now,
Stop it.
no,
Go back and listen to that
Dre,
tape when I
Dre,
talked about I was a season
you
ticket
just
holder
talked
here.
about how you
Shut
got
up.
30 phone calls,
And just so
all
you-
over you.
And just so you know, I wasn't one of those 31 people, y'all.
He see my name come across this call out. He was like, I know this is coming. Hey, what's up, brother? I said, hey.
He never called me for
I
anything.
said, hey, you know what I'm calling about? I don't know what you're calling about. Dre wants you to say it. That's the thing about Dre. He wants you to say
I
it.
didn't call you.
Hey, what you calling about?
This is like a
Hey, you know what I'm
person
calling
saying
about,
to
man.
this is like a person, not Zeke, but this is like a person that's, man, I got this bill due. I ain't got no money. I need this. I need that. But ain't asked you to loan no money, borrow no money. What you want me to say? Here, I'll pay it for you. I'm not that guy. Because blessings from God comes naturally. Right? If someone wants to do
You're the
something,
blessing. Be the blessing.
Okay, this has been another
No,
good.
no,
This
but-
has been another.
so
no,
the final
no,
question,
before y'all go
Casey,
any further.
championship or bust for Milwaukee? Championship or bust?
NBA Finals robust.
Z,
Championship.
championship or bust?
Championship or bust.
For me,
But
championship or bust.
Championship
But
or
I
bust.
will take the NBA.
I would take the
Finals.
NBA finals. I'll let that ride.
I can sleep with that.
I can sleep with that.
But if we don't make it to the finals,
Fire him. Coach. 1 year? Yeah, 1 year you're out of here.
Oh, he has to.
and that's what
where we
that's
at.
what he there for,
That's where the NBA is at. That's where we're at.
and that's what he here's for.
Yeah.
If it don't go right,
I'll look at getting Bud again. Real talk.
all right. It's been another good episode.
So this been
Oh,
another.
wait. I'm sorry. How pissed is he right now?
Nah, he cool.
What?
He cool.
Wait, you fired me after my brother passed away.
He
You
cool.
fired me for getting out the first round.
He got a championship.
You hire an inexperienced head coach, and then you give them Dame Lillard. That's like,
He gave him a lot too, though, because Drew was a lot,
yeah.
and Drew got Bud a championship, so he can't say that.
It's true.
So
Go ahead.
Well, this has been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brother for coming through in an emergency. I don't say emergency, a celebrative time.
I like this. This was great. I like this episode, man.
So, brother Dre,
Yeah. Wait.
I just said shout out to my brother Dre.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to my brothers. Wouldn't rather be any other place except for
Shouts
maybe
out to
a
Kesey.
Mexican restaurant right now. I'm hungry.
Shout out to Kesey coming through.
it's been another good one, good people. Another good one with my brothers. Appreciate y'all.
As always, coming up in the next couple of weeks, because the season's going to start in the next couple of weeks. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're going to get this TikTok thing together eventually. You can listen. You can also listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is the 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
Peace, good people.
Game time in Green City. I don't think Tone is listening. I think he's gonna cut this though, right, Tone?
No.
Is Tone gonna cut this?